All right, let's talk about day 9, last seconds of the Charlotte Hornets Chicago Bulls game are ticking away right now, and let's just get started here. We're going to be quick today with the summer league games, and let's just get started here. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Make sure to catch the other NBA videos that I'm doing. Now that we have one last day of summer league to talk about, we will move forward and talk a little bit more about the off season, do some team previews, and ultimately get excited and pumped up for the upcoming NBA season. So again, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, and have fun with it. So let's begin with Indiana and Washington. So Cassius Stanley goes 19-7-3, 19-7, and I should say 3 3-pointers is what he made. He just was out in transition. He was able to shoot the ball pretty well, and really when there was kind of a full court possession for Stanley, he was able to take it to the rim, be able to make plays off of it. So liked what I was able to see there. Isaiah Jackson, who's a player that I didn't really talk a whole lot during the draft and during summer league here, but he had an impressive last game, 11 points, 7 blocks. He's just really versatile on the defensive end. He had some blocks where he was blocking dudes on the perimeter, but he was also blocking people at the basket. He was protecting the rim, and then also versus just somebody posting up on him. So he has this variety of ways of defending and being able to contest and obviously block shots. So I like seeing that from Isaiah Jackson. Does he touch the floor a whole lot in Indiana? I don't know. To Stanley, I don't really know, but I don't think either of them are poor investments for the Pacers right now. Washington, the really only thing I got to say about Washington is just Corey Kispert, how bad he was. Kind of went back to his bad shooting. He was 1 of 7 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, and doesn't really do much else, to provide winning. Obviously, he's going to be a floor spacer in the NBA, but he's got to hit his shots, and wasn't the greatest summer league for Corey Kispert. Moving on to Denver. No, let's go to Milwaukee. Yeah, Milwaukee and the Denver Nuggets. Milwaukee Bucks have nobody that I really wanted to talk about too much. Dimitri Trice did have 24 points, pretty solid day from him. But Sean Highland of Denver is what I wanted to mention here. Is that he was just making tough shots. Goes 20 points, 5 assists, had 3 3-pointers made, and he kind of has this ability to score and be able to score in a way where he's hitting these threes that are just open shots, but he hit a tough step back jumper in the corner from 3. So a little bit, maybe he was just a little bit on a roll today with his shooting, but ultimately you can kind of see flashes of him improving on that jump shot, which I think a lot of NBA scouts were wanting him to improve on for this season, along with getting stronger, because he's very, very small in his frame. Cleveland Phoenix won't really bother with it. Same with Oklahoma City and San Antonio. It just doesn't make sense to talk about those games. Nobody really played, and most of these teams are resting their guys. So we're going to move to the Atlanta Hawks and the New York Knicks. Sharif Cooper played after not playing in the last game, and he was just meh and didn't shoot the ball too well, and it's just kind of last performance from Sharif Cooper. How about the New York Knicks here? Obi Toppin, 11 points, 9 rebounds. Again, didn't have the greatest of shooting nights for him. I still kind of worry about what Obi Toppin's scoring ability will be in the NBA, because obviously when he's playing against summer league guys, he can go off and get 20. But in the NBA, is he going to be able to score, in a catch and shoots kind of a situation? Because you can't play transition all the time, and I don't think Tom Thibodeau wants to play transition all the time there for the Knicks. So I just wonder exactly if Obi can't improve his shooting, how much time is he going to be able to play this upcoming season for the Knicks in what would be his sophomore season. Emmanuel Quickley, 14 points, not great shooting, 7 assists though and 6 rebounds, pretty solid to end his time in summer league. He was kind of up and down a little bit, but I liked mostly what I was able to see from Quickley, and I thought it was pretty good overall week for him in the summer league in Vegas. Miles McBride, 19 points, 4 assists, and how about 5 3-pointers made? This dude is a shooter. I think it was his last bucket at the end of the game where he was able to just be right under the basket and just rise above everyone who was around him and just dunk it. And he's like 6'1" or 6'2", but he has athleticism. He has the ability to score. I think he's a smart player, and I'm excited to see what Miles McBride brings to the Knicks this upcoming season. Pringles, I think Pringles is one of our new subscribers. He says, "Hey, what's up? What's up, Pringles? Thanks for joining. Just doing a quick little Summer League breakdown here, and probably we'll be out of here in just the next couple of minutes because there's not much to talk about with this kind of being the last or second to last day of Summer League." Let's talk about Detroit Pistons and the Orlando Magic. Luka Garza goes and gets 21 and 15. He was a dude who really struggled. He wasn't really getting any minutes. He was playing off the bench for the Pistons to start Summer League, and then obviously with Cunningham not playing as much. And I think today they only had Saban Lee was the other guy who was kind of the normal rotation guy as far as their Summer League roster goes. So Garza was able to take full advantage of being able to play more minutes. And while I don't know what his role exactly is with the Pistons next year, I think it's very small. He just signed a 2-way deal with the Pistons, which means he'll be essentially back and forth between the G League and the Detroit Pistons roster. So for him to get much run here with the Pistons this year, probably not going to happen, but he'll be a guy to watch in the G League. Orlando didn't really have anybody that I want to talk about as well. Most of their guys sat out. Let's go to the Grizzlies and the Clippers here for the last game. Brandon Boston dropped 20, which is good. He kind of started slow to the Summer League, and then he kind of caught back up a little bit, scoring at a better rate. He had a good game against the Jazz yesterday, and ends the Summer League time for him, 20 points. Keon Johnson, his shooting has been not great during the Summer League. He mostly has just been up and down. Yesterday's game against the Jazz, he played pretty solid, but tonight it kind of goes back to the not so great and not so efficient shooting performance from Keon Johnson. How about Jason Preston ends his Summer League season with 15 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, no turnovers. Preston, I think he just plays under control. I've mentioned this before. Preston is a guy I like. I liked how the Clippers were able to get him in the second round and trade up for him. I think Preston has a spot in the league. Now, is it a guy who's going to get a lot of minutes? No, I think he's kind of a backup point guard, but still skilled, still a good passer. I think he's kind of like a smaller version like of a Kyle Anderson. Like, he's not very athletic, but he knows where he's going. He has an okay shot, but he's not the greatest of defenders, but he is pretty solid in what he needs to do as a point guard. Grizzlies didn't have anybody I wanted to talk about. I think Zaire Williams was not playing in the game today. And then let's just end on the Hornets and the Bulls, which just barely ended. Ayu Dosunmu didn't have a great Summer League, kind of caught up in these last couple games. He had 19 points tonight. Doesn't really provide too much else. Didn't hit a 3. I think Dosunmu is an okay college player. It was a really good college player, but I don't know how much he provides for the Bulls this upcoming season, knowing that they had a lot of guards on their hands. Hey, there's John Lindsay. What's up, John? Pringles says or asks, they traded a Toru, right? So who will be their center in Summer League? I don't know, but I also know that it's their last game today, so I think they're done. So the Clippers, I think most teams are done today, and then the rest of the teams will play tomorrow. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's just talk about the Hornets real quick. Apparently there was a report coming out that said that they liked LiAngelo a lot, and I assume that probably means that he's going to be a part of their G League affiliate team this upcoming season, so we'll see. Kai Jones played pretty solid, 16 and 8. JT Thor comes in, provides 15 and 9, and the Hornets end their season in Summer League, I should say, and they did pretty all right. But that's it. I'm actually going to end the stream pretty quickly. We didn't have much to talk about. A lot of the teams aren't playing their kind of known Summer League dudes, and much of the same will be tomorrow. However, tomorrow we do get the Summer League championship game between the Kings and the Celtics, which will be fun. Davion Mitchell versus Peyton Pritchard, who I think is probably the MVP of the Summer League so far. He's just been balling out and apparently dropped 92 in some league that he played in, within the last week or two or something. I can't remember. John asks, over under wins for the Hornets this year. So we're going back to 82 games. Yeah, Pringles, we're doing a quick stream tonight. It's not as long. I usually go to about 20 minutes, but again, because teams aren't playing their guys, it's hard for me to really give a crap about what teams are doing. Hornets this year, over under. I roughly feel like they'll be in the playoff hunt, but I will give them. I'll give them 42. Over under 42, maybe 43, John. So there's my opinion. I'm gonna link up with John later in about a week. So yeah, that is it. Thanks for joining, John and Pringles. Thanks for joining the stream. We're doing more probably about this same time tomorrow night after the Kings Celtics game. So join us then and enjoy your night.